You're up facing off against Radiant. There is a lot to be said about this game. Gentlemen, I know you guys, we dived into this one quite a bit, but now it's time for some predictions. Nighty, I'm starting with you.
I think I put a game 3. I can't see it being close though. I can't see it being close. I'm gonna go to a game 3 Radiant.
All right, and then Side, I'll let you go ahead and take it away, cast the game. But you got to give me your prediction, so make sure you do that when you cast. Go ahead, have fun, guys. It's all up to you now.
All right, into the match we go. You know, I'm going to say, let's go game 3. You said Radiant, Nighty?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the opposite. Let's go exceL. And Camo is going to be shot down by Snaky. Not going to get his eyes on that, though. He's going to opt to let his teammate make that move for it. He'll go quickly down by Rami, though. And that's going to be 1 down for exceL. Looks like they were able to get control of the nest. So now moving around over back towards the basement, you're going to see Radiant make their move. Snaky off the spawn going for that BR base here. This is the classic move. This is the stronghold that is always just left by itself. Nobody really goes for it until the nest and the basement are captured. But now we're seeing exceL make a move up here. Nighty, anything you're seeing in particular?
Yeah, Snipe Drone making some excellent plays, just staying alive with this railgun. The railgun is so important on this map. I mean, if you don't use it, it's okay, but you just don't want the other team to put it to full use.
Oh my gosh. Big kills there from Snaky, staying alive. He's got his shields slowly coming back. He's going to evade that scatter shot there. Now he's got a nice little present, but a plasma grenade is going to come in, and a frag grenade on top of that to take him down. But they are holding the trip cap.
Yeah, and I'm going to see what King Nick decides to do here. He's just going to make sure he stays alive, but no, he gets taken out by 2 members of exceL. Let's move on over to Goofy, see what he can do. No, he gets taken out as well. Gabriel, one of the last ones alive here. He's going to have to work with Rami here. Rami's going to be pushing up with the scatter shot. Let's see what he's going to do. See what he's very nice.
He's doing something with it. He's at top tower looking for that second player. Gets the call out. That's a double kill. About to be the triple. Looking for a potential over. Not going to be able to finish off the kills there, though. Player off spawn. That's going to be Ramirez. Able to finish him off. Picks up the DMR. Spots a player top tower. Nice grenade to keep him backed off, but he hits himself. So his shields are not going to come back either. But Snaky right there to help him out. Nice tag team duo here between Snaky and Ramirez, making a push over towards basement. They've got their eyes here on that basement capture. About 75% through, and Ramirez coming in with the double, almost the triple. Not going to be able to get that connection there. And King Nick from Radiant picks up the double.
Yeah, almost getting some excellent plays there, but this game is still pretty close right now. It looks like the camo was up. I'm not sure where the player went with that. Let's go over to Flux. He's grabbing it, gets up behind a player. He just needs to stay alive with this. He's going to get called out, but he gets a nice double. Probably always going to just continue to shoot. Gets the triple. Excellent job by Flux here as he's getting the objective as well, but he does not get it.
He was not able to stay alive there, but like you said, was able to pick up the triple kill, and not really too much control happening here. And this is what we were talking about, how quick this game type has gotten since the game came out. You're constantly being shot off spawn, you're constantly getting nades thrown at you, and you have to be constantly on the go. No one really sets up too well on this map and really just locks it down, because that pressure is just going to be constantly coming. And now you've got King Nick making a push through Camo Hall. Long range scatter shot. He finishes off Snipe Drone with the Magnum shot to the head, but he'll get taken down from Catwalk. We've got 1 player down from each team, 2 players down now from Radiant. So they're looking to make a move here as they've got control of BR base and basement, just trying to keep that capture, but so much pressure coming in. An incredible play by Goofy, just staying alive as long as he can. We were talking about this earlier with Golden Boy. It is so important to stay alive. Just buy an extra second, buy 2 seconds for your team to just be able to make a move to help you out, to make that opponent battle to fight to get that kill.
Yeah, fantastic job so far from Rami and Goofy, just putting a ton of pressure on this exceL squad. I want to see what Ramirez does off his spawn. He spawns over on the Carbine side. He's going to try to look for some players out. Lands a good nade, and now they are back in the lead. This is going back and forth right now. Oh, almost trying to go for the ninja, but that is going to be 3 down right now for exceL. Snipe Drone, let's go over to him. The last alive with the railgun, lands a nice one across the map for the double kill. waiting for the third player, gets the triple, and is going to secure the camo. Excellent job by him. That was huge for his team.
Incredible play, and that should help lengthen their lead here as they are up by 10 points. The match, this is probably the biggest lead I think we've seen so far in the game.
And this Predator combo is pretty much going to secure it right here. This is, if he plays this perfect, whoa, look at that nade out of nowhere. If he can hold on to this, make some good plays, they could really get a huge lead right now.
Trying to get the reset. He's able to get in. He's going to spot the player. Yes, King Nick goes down, gets the reset. Snipe drone. Big play from him, but on the other side, they're losing Nest, so you'll see them put their focus over there. But Radiant really not able to get any type of control, losing all these 1v1 battles. We talk about 1v1 battles in this game. It's not going to happen too often. When you're in these hallways, it happens quite a bit, but you want to be using a lot more teamwork. And when you get into these 1v1 battles, it really comes down to that clutch factor. Which player has that clutch factor to win that fight and have that better movement? And right now, you're just seeing Snipe Drone just constantly just rotating around the map, just being the biggest nuisance and just playing out of his mind.
Yeah, I've been impressed with a lot of European players over the years, but I think my favorite over the time, Snipe Drone's definitely up there. I've seen some other ones like
Oh my gosh, a double kill from Snipe Drone. Sorry to interrupt you there, Nighty, but this he has not died in quite some time. Maybe take a look at the stats here, but he's on a pretty good spree. And not only that, he has 13 kills, but Flux, we haven't checked in with him. He's got 17 kills.
All right, let's see what he's up to. He's going to be all over the objective. I'm loving what I'm seeing so far from him, not playing selfish, just putting his body on the stronghold, and that's what you need. You need multiple bodies on there and staying alive at the same time, able to secure the triple cap. Total control out of exceL right now. Let's go over.
If you're Radiant, what do you have to do? You don't have much time right now. You just got to get a capture, but what's going through your head? They're about to get basement, and actually...
this is game.
Yeah, you saw him not moving anymore, admitting defeat for that one. There's just not enough time left. And that's going to be 100-37 going in favor of exceL. You called it game 3, so... you better hope they win this game number 2.
I don't need to hope. That's exactly what's going to happen. They're just kind of figuring each other out right now. I can tell, like they're just they're getting comfortable. This next game, Radiant will definitely bring it back. But I think that game 3 though, I might have been off. This exceL team definitely is surprising. They have a lot of organization. Their communication is excellent.
Well, taking a look at these stats here, Flux, 17 kills, but look at the assists coming out here from exceL as well. 10 and 13 and 11, hitting the double digits. Over on the other side, not nearly as much teamwork. We saw a lot of pressure. Once we hit that midway point in the game, exceL was constantly putting on that pressure to Radiant, not really letting them ever spawn together. They were split spawning them from across the map, and then they were holding the trip cap on top of that, making it damn near impossible for Radiant to even attempt to pick up a stronghold.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Just basically putting so much pressure off of their spawn. As soon as they come out of that death screen, don't give them time to think. And they were doing a fantastic job at that, but Snipe Drone, that play, I mean, that really was the game changer. Grabbing that Predator combo on that map is just too big.
Yeah, and he was able to kind of shift his way around the map and stay alive and just really be a force to be reckoned with on that map. But I think when we're talking about how these European teams came out to North America early to practice and just playing against the North American rosters online, and this team, exceL, playing against Radiant online and getting that early practice, and that's definitely been to their advantage of right now. I mean, obviously the series is not over yet, but by taking a look at that, you can see that exceL felt pretty comfortable once the game slowly started, and you felt like they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
They were moving around as a unit. They were making clutch plays. They were making moves. Their shots on point on top of that. Sometimes people are a little bit shaky once they come to live event because people are watching.
Yeah.
And you see the confidence with this team.
And that's one of the issues about being across, seas is just that you don't get that scrim time. You don't get comfortable playing against better players. And so now that they were over here, they were playing them a little bit more. They're getting more LAN experience. They're starting to get that confidence that they need to really pull out these games, the close games, the ones that, really matter in a tournament.
So let's take a look at the series layout. The next game we're going into is going to be Team Slayer on Truth. Nighty, what does Radiant have to do to bring this back? What's their main focus here on this game type?
Honestly, I mean, a lot of these players are old school from Halo 2, Halo 3 players. So, Goofy was a top 8, I believe. I don't think no, he did. I think he plays top 4 in Halo 3. So I mean, he is comfortable on a midship, heretic map. This is going to be in his comfort zone. So I really think that this is going to be good for them.
They're definitely going to have quite a bit more team shot and a bit more teamwork than we saw in that first game.
Well, it is a Slayer. It's going to be totally different, pace of game. They're not going to, I would like to see them swarm into the bases, but it's just a little bit different. So I think they'll be a little bit more comfortable now going into this one. But who knows? exceL looked great, and they could just take the easy 2-0. Like we, heard Ramirez say, we're not losing.
They're not expecting.
No, not at all.
Yeah, and that confidence right there. We talk about other teams at Atlanta when talking to Splice and asking them how they think they're going to do. And they've been battling to make it into the top 3 for so long. And I asked them how they thought they'd do, and they're like, we're winning this tournament. And that's the type of confidence you have to have. You just got to know you're going to win. You got to see yourself winning. But that's enough of that. We are getting into the game here. Slayer on Truth, 50 kills to win. We've got Camo at Pink 1. Players are definitely going to be battling for that right off the start of the match. We're going to kick things off, though, with Rami. He's looking to cross over into the red window, trying to back that player down. On top of that, giving some long-range fire here over towards that pink side, but he's going to let that guy slip away here at top mid, but he'll be picked off by King Nick. So no real control just yet, but top mid, definitely a great place you want your team to kind of filter through, to trap the other team in their base. And some great teamwork there. Rami, incredible nade. He had Gabriel making a push underneath the base, and that's going to be 5-1 now. What are we seeing from this squad here that turned out so well at the start of this match?
Well, it's exactly what you said. You saw a player there help Rami to kill a guy top middle, and top middle is a big deal. Oh, unfortunately going to lose that fight. He probably should have won right there. His shot just not as confident. Let's go over to Flux, though. No, Flux is going to get taken out. Ramirez over here, though. It's going to pick up the kill at blue, but top middle is huge.
All right, well, let's actually jump back over towards Radiant, jump in with Rami and see what he's up to. He's going to go down, so over towards Gabriel right there. Once again, they're tag teaming. They're helping out each other, going for the double. Not going to get the double, but he'll finish off the kill. This team really needs to have a lot of communication to bring themselves back into this, so let's jump into an Astro Listen In with Radiant.
Basement still ram. Top card, weak. Can you help me basement ram? Watch out, bubble. I'm with you. Oh, right above, I'm gonna die. On the P street. He's going up P street right now.
He's one shot, sneaky.
One shot. And one more there. He went basement. The other guy went basement, Gab.
Top mid.
I'll go 46. Tommy going to blue.
Hot shot.
What's up, blue basement?
Top blue also.
46 camo.
Where's he going?
He went UI side. Top car, one shot.
I'm looking.
He's still one shot, top car. Blue side.
Blue card, plus. That's 2 shots.
That's one red.
Do my bubble side.
Top car weak.
Camo 46.
Still alive. You still there?
One shot red car, and 2 red team.
Car 2, one shot.
Guys, bottom red,
Red P street, ram.
One shot red street. 2 of them, one shot red street. I got one.
I'm going top mid.
Bottom
Mid going top mid. 2 shots.
Red basement.
Top
middle.
I'm looking top mid.
I got camo for 39.
All right, well, take a look at that. The communication is on point for this squad here. Goofy making some serious plays and staying alive, laying down cover fire from across the map. And look, he's got his teammate King Nick making a move right next to them. You're seeing two pairs moving around on this map. You're seeing Goofy and you're seeing King Nick, and Gabriel and Rami really stick together as duos, and just, they're not being stopped. It's 23-12 right now, and they've got control of Camo. They've had control of Pink Tower, and look, they are just putting exceL on this spawn trap back and forth from base to base.
Yeah, and look how well Goofy is staying alive, being really sneaky right now, not over-engaging. I don't know if I would have shot those shots. He needs to stay pink 2 here, but look at that. Gets cleaned up by King Nick. King Nick is just bulldozing over on exceL right now. Let's see, he's going to push in. This is the swarm that you love to see in Halo. This is something that, you saw back in the day with, you and Final Boss, just being able to, exert your will onto the other team. And that is exactly what we're seeing. 32 to
Look
14.
at that 3 down for exceL. I mean, you saw all the red outlines there. You saw them all go down just all over. You saw them just get swarmed on. They got completely sandwiched and collapsed. And now you've got Gabriel laying down some fire, getting ready maybe to jump into the window, decides he's not going to. He's just being a nuisance. Look at that. 3 down, 4 down again for exceL. I mean, this is a blowout here. Just moving back and forth from base to base. They're way too easy. They're technically like robots right now, just going from base to base. exceL is not able to do anything to stop them.
Yeah, and look at Rami. Rami has been such a key element in this game for Radiant. He's really been making sure the priority is top, middle, and it's been working out great so far. He's going to stay alive here, wait for his team to help him, and then they're just swarming on the spawns. It's just never ending. There really cannot be any fight against this. They haven't broken the cycle yet. exceL just don't know what to do at the moment. It's really out of their hands.
Honestly, I did not see a blowout like this happening. I mean, it's 42 to 18. Every so often, we're seeing exceL pick up a kill. They're finally able to take down King Nick, but definitely did not see this coming. After watching Game 1, the amount of teamwork we're seeing from Radiant is just, it does not compare what we saw in Game 1. It's 44 to 21. We are going to see a very well done stake here in a few moments, but Goofy just staying alive here. He's got some help. Dodges the ground pound, and you've got that tac mag bottom middles, but he's not going to opt to pick that up. This game is over. This is one of the moments where you just keep charging because you cannot lose. There is no way you can lose here.
Look how annoying these players are. Just the way that they're staying alive. It just makes it so difficult for exceL. But yeah, I'm a little hurt that you didn't trust me on that, Mike.
Well, I think I've learned my lesson here, and we are definitely going to game number 3, and I think we are going to have an incredible game number 3 here between these two teams.
Yeah.
Goofy standing up. It's 49 to 25. He thought the game was over, pulling a Renegade there from Atlanta, but that's going to do it. Radiant taking game number 2, tying up the series 1-1. This is a best of 3, so the next game will be the winner, which is going to be capture the flag on Fathom, but definitely taking a look at the team. Some smiles there from Goofy and the squad. Definitely feeling a little bit more comfortable after that one. I mean, after Game 1, coming in like that to Game 2, I mean, you're definitely feeling ecstatic.
We also don't know their warm-up. You know, we don't know if they were warmed up. That could have been their first game of the day, game number 1, so you don't know about that. But 16-5, Gabriel, that's nuts. Really doing a fantastic job.
Take a look at the damage dealt here, too. 2 players over 2,000, and then 61.3% accuracy from Gabriel. Laying down some big numbers, and his shot is definitely on point. 10 headshots, 12 headshots from King Nick. Their pistol shot is definitely on point.
He was not missing whatsoever. King Nick was just being like a janitor, walking around the entire map, just cleaning everything up. Excellent positioning out of him, but this objective coming up.
Yeah, so are you worried for Radiant?
I am.
Because what we saw from Game 1 in the objective gameplay, obviously it's strongholds. It's different than capture the flag. It's not the same, but it's an objective game type nonetheless.
Yeah, and I think maybe they're more comfortable in that. They just have a better, understanding of what each other needs to do in an objective game. Maybe their practice time might exceed Radiant's by a lot. And that's really, really important because you get into these situations where you're running an objective and you need to look at certain areas. These guys probably aren't used to it or where each other is. They might miss some communication, whereas exceL, they looked fantastic. I really want to hear a listen in with them. I really want to see what exactly it's like because
you know what? We'll do that then. We'll do that in game.
Definitely. I need to hear some exceL.
So, talking about this objective game type, I mean, we saw how well exceL did game number 1 once they were able to split spawn Radiant across the map, and how well they are at controlling the spawns. Obviously, we didn't see that from them from game 2, but they are able to control those spawns and keep a consistent flow on Fathom. I mean, you can get back-to-back-to-back caps very quickly. We've seen games end very fast on Fathom, but we've also seen games go the distance where we see overtime and we see the replay. So, I mean, I honestly don't know what to expect here.
Hey,
I think we could see a very long game.
Let's not forget, Rami has a nightmare on this map. He has a huge nightmare on this map. I believe it was his team with Cloudy Cloud.
Versus Optic. This was, wow.
Yeah.
And how many times? They replayed 3 times?
Sorry to call you out, Rami, but it was bad. I think they replayed it 3 times, and in the replay, Straight Sick gets a huge triple kill, kills the entire team, then Maniac comes in, kills Cloud while he's standing on the flag.
Right on top of it.
And they run it back and they win, and that was like the last game. And
I mean, that takes some serious endurance. You talk about endurance in just competitive Halo. You're playing 3 days of Halo, non-stop, all throughout the day. You're just constantly playing. Yeah, you got breaks, but I mean, you've also thrown the free-for-all in there for some of the open players, but you're just playing constantly, and then you're warming up on top of that. But we're going into game number 3. It's exceL Esports versus Radiant. Who is going to take the victory here and move on here in the open bracket very early on? Kicking things off with Snipe Drone as he's making his way towards bottom middle, trying to help out, getting that railgun. Dodges a grenade. What a well-placed grenade, by the way. Another one coming in to get him weak, but 2 players go down for exceL, so Snipe Drone trying to stay alive. He's going to get the light rifle shots. Can he finish the kill?
My.
Gets the trade. Shots missing on both sides there, but not too much action here off the start of the match. You see Ramirez trying to play a little sneaky here. Gets a nice place grenade and a second grenade. Big kill from Ramirez. Now he's got a chance to move up, but say goodbye. You got 2 players from Radiant just ready to stomp you out right there and put you to shame.
Goofy here with the railgun needs to do some big things. Just stay alive with it, put it to use. He's going to stay top middle. That's a good place to be with it. Unfortunately, misses that one, but he's going to probably stay up here and just try to stay alive. Look to help his teammates here. He can't get a good enough angle, but he does get the cleanup and gets the killing spree. So great job out of Goofy here. If there's any player that I want to watch, it is, let's see. Maybe
still staying alive, but he is taken down.
Let's go over to Ramirez on exceL.
Top mid. So let's stay with him through the respawn. And you said you wanted to hear a listen in. I'm sure a lot of people at home want to hear a listen in with this squad as well. So let's jump into an Astro listen in with exceL Esports.
I'm in. I did one shot. That's rail guy.
The front base, to the front base. Time.
He's still there, mate. He's still crouching, charging now. Watch out, Jared. Get back.
I'll flag one shot, man.
You guys got it.
He's still there.
I caught an ad. Front mid.
Call me out, They're running. 2 of them. Once they're front base,
I flag agenda, man.
Come back. They're gonna get that. Just come back.
Kill this guard, Gem, man. Listen, lads. We're going top middle right now.
He went back to our porch. Camera's around 50. It was bad. Camera's shit. Should we wake up porch? Side of the wing. Roll, boys. Roll with the middle. What's coming, Ferry? Around 50.
I'll sit
tree. Nading me, top middle. They go rails. Waiting on camera.
Yeah, he's waiting on camera, man.
Two tree. What's the load, Matt? What's the load?
I think they got it.
I'm gonna get a right tree, alright?
Watch out, middle rail.
Let's go. I'm gonna I'll pop this, I think. Let's go pop middle. I'm gonna run this.
Okay.
This week's got Goofy.
Nice,
They're caught. He's dead mid, mate. Top mid as well. I'll flag out. Nice. 2 dead. One's a small door.
Blocking silo here.
They're caught.
I hit that.
We one shot as well. Below one shot. I did.
Spawn, Jen. Two.
I'm gonna die up, boys. Do that flag. I want their low. Hide up, Mike. Let's 3 pin the low side. I'm hiding, Mike. I'm hiding in the tree. You're both there. You checked it. Nice. Nice. Main move.
Well, last 2.
Wait, that jump probably. One shot.
All right, there you hear the comms there from exceL Esports, constant calls and communication. But on top of that, you also heard them say they're going to get that. They're going to get that flag. Let it go. Don't overcommit anything because you don't want them to get double capped. So I thought that was an incredible call there. And you heard 2 Foxy as well calling out times for the power-ups. Anything in particular from you, Nighty, that you pointed out?
Yeah, I mean, this Radiant team, they are looking way different in this game. I mean, it looks like the confidence level has it's really switched. exceL, just their shot isn't as clean. They're not getting the same cleanups that they were in game number 1.
Too, that's definitely
it's in their
that's
head.
going to hurt you a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely in their head.
So there you see cap number 2 going in favor of Radiant as well, and Goofy's already in the base of exceL, but he's going to get taken down. So exceL have their work cut out for them right now. They have got some time. They've got about 8 minutes, but they've got some serious catching up to do because they have not really had too much control here on this map.
And Ramirez running the objective. He's probably going to get taken out here. No, he doesn't die. Maybe he had some help there from his teammate Flux. Let's see if he can get it any farther. Yes, he does. Snakey's got the railgun, and he's going to get the cutoffs. He's just going to probably regain his shield here and then put it in. Yes, awesome job right there. Incredible run from Ramirez. He's always been pretty much known as one of the best objective players in Europe. I know when he was playing, with some of the top players in Halo 3, that's what he did. That's what they all talked about. He's not a big slayer. He just always could run some good flags, and that's exactly what he's doing right here, doing a good job staying alive, going to listen to some communication right now. You see him turn around. He doesn't get the cleanup, but he does get the flag carrier.
This might not be looking good for exceL right here. You've got that flag moving. That's going to be Gabriel all the way back on his side. He's got Snipe Drone, but Snipe Drone goes down. Flux will take him down. That flag's in the window.
Oh, no.
He's got to get the touch, and they're able to get it and close it out with a mini reverse sweep there, I guess, in the best of 3 series.
Yeah.
But incredible plays from Radiant to completely turn that around after game 1. Getting completely dominating in game number 1, and then completely dominating exceL in game number 2, bringing it back. And what a star performance here from Goofy, dropping 16 kills. And, we were talking about sometimes there's a fast Fathom play, and then there's that long, very elongated overtime replay.
Radiant wasn't having that.
And they were definitely not having that at all. So exceL has they've got quite a road ahead of them now after that loss. Radiant's definitely feeling very confident, but my man Goofy, 16 kills. He was laying down the law. He was at top mid, and he was just keeping that nice control up there. He had his point of view across the entire map, just not letting any player get across that 50-yard line unless they're weak.
I have to say, man, kudos to Radiant for being able to do what they did here. A huge matchup for them. exceL, I mean, where do they go from here?
Well, they have a chance to make a big run. I mean, losers bracket, they're going to play probably lesser teams than what they played. Radiant is a good team.
This was a matchup that you would have expected way later in the open bracket, and it just so happened that it happened first round. But here are some of the stats. Goofy going off, 16-5 for the veteran. On the other side, you had a Flux who had a solid showing as well. I mean, really, the members of exceL, trying to keep within one another there, but it was all Goofy. It was a Goofy show, start to finish. That's what you like to see there, Strong Side.
3 flag grabs, 2 from Goofy, 1 from King Nick. They capped all 3. You had 3 flag grabs from exceL. Unfortunately, none of those were capped. You're seeing a lot of efficiency there from Radiant on those flag grabs, which means they're grabbing the flag at the right time. exceL, on that other side, they could have been grabbing these flags at the wrong time, and that's, yeah, you're getting a flag grab and you're getting your opponent to turn around, but that might not be the best move. Sometimes you just gotta hang back, play sneaky for a little bit. Yeah, you're kind of leaving your other 3 teammates out for a little bit, but you can get some shots on top mid if you're in their flag. But it just seemed like the wrong times to run the flag, and Radiant was just shutting them down at every opportunity they tried to get that.
One thing I noticed was that top mid control, man. It was brilliant there from Radiant. That's Fathom, right?
Yeah.
You get top mid, you make that your home. You have full possession of the map, because you